Alright, what is up everybody? It is Crazy Pie here, back for another Call of Duty video. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Black Ops 4, how it stands as a game, and if it's actually a good Call of Duty or not. Because if you guys don't know, Black Ops 4 has actually finished its weekend already. Its launch weekend is basically over today. And with that being said, we've had like 3 full days already to play Call of Duty Black Ops 4 and to give our first impressions on the video game. I didn't necessarily want to give my overall impressions on like day 1 or 2 because that's just 2 days. I've had 3 days. I've had like 16 to 17 hours played into this game already, which is pretty ridiculous if I do say. And I'm already Prestige 1 as well. And I've put a lot of time into the multiplayer, a little bit of time into the zombies, and then just a lot of time into the Blackout as well. Mostly from the beta, but I have put some time into it in the full game. For most of what I'm going to be talking about is multiplayer. If you guys want to see a zombies as well as Blackout review, feel free down below to comment. But without further ado guys, without going on for too long, let's get straight into this. So most of what I'm going to be going off of in terms of the actual sales, we'll be going off of Charlie Intel. And with that being said, I'll leave it down in the description below, a link. And so basically what it says here is Black Ops 4 was one of the biggest day 1 digital releases in Activision's history, which is big. Alright, what it says here is that they have announced that Black Ops 4 has the biggest day 1 digital sales in the company's history, beating out World War II from last year. World War II, if you guys don't know, set the record. World War II's digital copies actually outsold Thor Ragnarok. Alright, it outsold a Marvel movie in sales, which is ridiculous, and this game nearly doubled World War II's, which is massive. Black Ops 4 has set a new launch record for the biggest day 1 digital release in Activision history, as well as it broke the franchise's record set in 2017 by World War II, released on Friday. This information is. Black Ops 4 also set a PlayStation record for the day 1 digital full game sales on the PlayStation Store. Globally, the title became quickly the best-selling Activision Xbox One digital game on day 1, which is insane. So if you guys don't hear that, Black Ops 4 actually is the highest sold Activision game on Xbox One currently for day 1 sales, which is massive. So that means that it beat out most games made by Activision, if not all games made by Activision, on day 1. It's the first Call of Duty ever released on Battle.net, which means the PC version of Black Ops 4 has sailed so many. But it says here that Black Ops 4 on PC has sold more digital copies than World War II last year as well, which obviously Call of Duty on PC isn't that popular, but it still is decently popular, and doubling the sales, that's just huge. It also says that the player count on day 1 was higher than World War II, which was really big last year. World War II, if you guys don't know, was the most hyped Call of Duty ever because it was supposed to be the coming home of Call of Duty. We're supposed to be going back to boots on the ground, and everyone was ridiculously hyped for it. Not saying it was a bad game, it just didn't deliver anything at launch that was really worth staying in it for the long haul. Black Ops 4, on the other hand, has a lot to stay in it for the long haul. So in all honesty guys, I think this is going to be a really good year for Call of Duty. Just to get out of topic here for a sec, the Twitch numbers don't lie as well. Alright, if you guys go to Twitch, let me just type in Twitch right now. I'm just going to Twitch right now on my computer right now and go to browse. If you guys look at the actual players viewing the game, it's literally just behind Fortnite. There's been so many times where it's been above Fortnite, but currently right now, Fortnite is 167,000 viewers, probably because like some big streamers playing it. And then Black Ops 4 has 159,000, so it's just literally less than 10,000 underneath Fortnite. It's second place on the most viewed for Twitch right now, for currently, which is so big guys. This game, you guys don't understand how popular this game is right now and how big this game is for the Call of Duty franchise. The Metacritic review, like the Metacritic rating, is actually at an 86, which is huge guys. If you guys don't know what the Metacritic basically means, is it's basically like the critics like that rating the game. It's like an average. The last Call of Duty to have a rating that high was Black Ops 1. Black Ops 4 has the second highest Metacritic rating in the whole Call of Duty franchise, which is huge. Alright, it's the second highest rating for Call of Duty, just behind Black Ops 1, which means this game is rated better than Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, as well as, Modern Warfare 3, which is insane. All in all though, that's basically it from the article, but all in all, this game has just absolutely shattered sales records according to Activision. I don't know why they don't just put a global player count on the game like they did with Black Ops 2 and 1. I don't know if it'll be too hard for them to do, but I think they could easily make it work. But honestly, this game is just absolutely shattering sales records for Activision, breaking so many actual records, and it's just amazing. As a Call of Duty fan, I love seeing this happen because I hated when the franchise was so hated. You can go ahead and say what you want, it's called dead COD's dead. It's gonna be the second most sold game this year. I can already tell you that right now. It's gonna be really close to Red Dead Redemption 2. It's obviously not gonna beat it because it's a Rockstar title, but Black Ops 4 gonna be the second most sold game this year, and it's just gonna be amazing to see. But let's get into some nitty gritty here. Let's get into the actual gameplay. Why is Black Ops 4 such a fun game? Most of it revolves around, for what I've found, and from what I think other people have found too, is that it doesn't feel like a Call of Duty game. It honestly doesn't. You know, it doesn't feel like just like the same thing every year. Call of Duty for the most part has just been like the same lackluster content game for these same years over and over and over. For the one exception of Black Ops 3, which was the specialist system. And if they were to make this game just like Black Ops 3, just boots on the ground, I don't think it would be this fun. But what they actually did was evolve the specialist system to make it something way more in depth. It doesn't just feel like the generic Call of Duty shooter like it once used to. Honestly, it feels like a more of a hero shooter and a tactical shooter mixed together, which is super, super good in my opinion. They increased the time to kill to 150 health points, which I think is super good, as it basically makes it so that instead of having to, rely on who can shoot you first, if someone's shooting at you first, you can easily pull out some skill and turn around and get him. Most of this game relies on accuracy as well as skill, which is super, super good. Which means you don't just have to, go for the cheeky gunfights, and there's not really any cheeky deaths. Sure, there's a couple cheeky deaths, but for the most part, this game is fun because it requires some skill to actually pull out the kill, which I love that in the Call of Duty franchise, because now it's not just like, oh, he shot me from the back or he shot me through the wall. It's like you can actually pull out skill and turn on someone. And this time around in this game, these specialists feel just amazing. They have like their own type of character, and you can basically feel attached to the characters in this game, which is really, really cool. Not as relatable and attachable as these zombies characters, but you still can fall in love with all these specialist characters, and the replayability with them is awesome. You can basically get to know how to use each character for every single situation, and they all have their own unique abilities to them, which you can basically put the time into master. They're not easy specialists to use, and they're not really free kill streaks like Black Ops 3's were. Obviously some of them are, but if you put the time into using them properly, you can easily get through and get way more kills than you could before. Obviously Blackout has a big part to play in the sales, but that doesn't really mean to say that the multiplayer is bad. Everyone that played the multiplayer in the beta might have disliked it, but they've changed the multiplayer so much now that it's just one amazing, amazing game. And everyone seems to like it too, which I think is super cool. The zombies, I'm not going to touch on that too much in this video, but the zombies from what I've seen and from what I've played is amazing. I'm a massive Call of Duty fan. I actually ended up buying Call of Duty Black Ops 1 before Modern Warfare 3 just for the zombies, because that's really what I played first in COD. I've got addicted to the multiplayer though through Black Ops 2, but the zombies in this game is really good. I'm honestly super happy with the zombies. They made it really hard now because obviously Juggernaut is not in the game anymore, as well as Double Tap and Speed Cola. But if you just learn how to play with the perks, and obviously if you learn and play with the different playstyle, zombies is really fun. They have actually updated it to 200 health rather than the 150, which is really, really good. So basically you have like the Black Ops 1 and 2 Juggernaut always equipped as your primary health, which is really, really good. And the maps are really cool. We have 4 maps at launch, 2 of them being from the Easter story, 2 of them being from the new Chaos Crew story, and it just makes the replayability so much fun. We have 4 Easter eggs, 4 awesome maps, 2 of them remastered and reimagined, I should say. Blood of the Dead is Mob of the Dead, just reimagined with tons of new areas to explore. And then we also have Classified, which is 5 from Black Ops 1, reimagined 2. It looks so, so good. Honestly though, for my first impressions on Black Ops 4, we are still a little bit in the honeymoon stage, but honestly, I feel like this honeymoon phase is going to last way longer than any other Call of Duty I've played, because it just feels so amazing to play. I love it. I'm honestly addicted to this game. I cannot stop playing it. I've put 17 hours into it on just this weekend alone, which is ridiculous. I've only put 15 hours into the Blackout beta, and I played that all week. So that's saying something. I'm in love with this multiplayer, guys. It's so amazing. I honestly can't wait to play it more. I'm probably going to be playing it for the whole year. It's going to be so much fun. COD's back, guys. COD is honestly back. Blackout's so much fun. Multiplayer is amazing. Zombies is amazing. It's going to be a great year for COD, guys. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is just like a little bit of a commentary for me to just go off and talk about how I feel about the game, what I like about it. There's not really that much I dislike about it. I'll probably get into some of that in a later video, but I'm going to go ahead and edit this up, put it out on YouTube for you guys. I'm going to try and upload more daily videos, as that's really something I'm going to try and strive for in this new Call of Duty year, as well as once 2019 hits, I'm going to try and, grow my channel substantially doing it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys are enjoying Black Ops 4 and you guys want to see some more content for it, like, subscribe, and comment down below, and let's go, it's going to be a good year, guys. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to upload videos. Have a good day, guys.
To the victor, the spoils. Sensor going live.